This is how I made $4 yesterday trading Forex. Let's get into it. So there was some news on GBP at 3:30 p.m. So on GJ, I marked that out as here. We didn't have too much of an effect, but I did not really look at GJ because of the hourly and how we were just chopping around. It didn't look that great. And there was news an hour before market open, so I was looking at AUDJPY. Now getting into the trade breakdown, what we had on the 4-hour was some big up moves, and on the daily we were moving upwards as well. We're probably trying to take out this liquidity up here. This all meant that my bias for the day was bullish, so I was looking for longs, and what we had here was on the 30-minute, we have these lows, and these highs. And what actually happened was we tapped into these lows pre-market, and I didn't actually notice this until about here, when we were up here, because we already had broken structure to the upside and then tapped into this fair value gap here. And then we were making bullish moves, so I could have actually entered off of this, but it was luckily we did get a break of structure to the downside on the 5-minute, so it wouldn't actually be a great entry, because once you break structure on the downside, you can enter on the 1-minute break of structure, but like it's less probable to continue ups. But yeah, I could have entered here, had a way better entry. But anyway, it was early into market open, so it was luckily that we found another entry anyway and ended up hitting. So we tapped into the lows, and then I saw that I shouldn't actually be waiting for a tap into the lows or a 30-minute fair value gap. I should just be looking for a 5-minute fair value gap, because you've already swept liquidity for the day. Then what was good, we had a nice big retrace. We tapped into equilibrium, these two big fair value gaps here. We disrespected this one, and we came down to that little one down here, and then all it was 1-minute break of structure, which was off of this candle here. And then after that, I entered with take profits at some random points very far left. As you can see, there is nothing really to go off, so I had to search for some take profit points. I had TP1 at these highs, the top of these highs here, TP2 here, and TP3 here. So let's go find that. So yeah, you got to zoom out a lot, and I came out all the way over here, which was in January, this stuff. So it was basically just this order block here of this up move, and there's this big gap here in the market, so I just thought this might be pretty good replacement as a fair value gap, an alternative. It's kind of just get a liquidity void. And second take profit was at the top of it here, and I had these two marked out, these highs and this end of the fair value gap. These were not my take profits though. So coming back, we can see it was actually a a perfect take profit point, because right after these got hit, as you can see, it came up. How much did it come up? It came up 1 pip above the top of that void, and then dumped down, and that was full take profit. And because we were coming up so much, I was actually wanting to extend my take profit to the other lines that I had up here, maybe like a 1 to 3, 1 to 4, but what is going on? My computer's glitching right now. But yeah, I actually wanted to extend it, but I'm very lucky that I didn't, and just had the 1 to 2. You know, don't think about the money, just think about hitting the trade for the day. And I was legit thinking of like, all right, if we get a fair value gap, how can I profit off this? But no, we just continue down. One trade Made $4 and $80 on the funded challenge. I'm still trying to pass that 5K funded, and I'm gonna get there. I'm still on phase 1. It's been like 2 months. It's a pretty rough journey trying to learn the risk management, but now I have it down pat. I'm risking $50 per trade every time, and yeah, the 1 to 2 with 3 take profits, it was $80, which is usually my average win now. Last week I had pretty big losing week of 3 losses and yeah, a couple break evens as well, so this felt good. Made back about 2 losses with this one trade. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed, make sure you hit that subscribe button, comment down below what you guys think, and catch you guys in the next one.